I don't know who needed to hear this, but stop being so hard on yourself. You way much more than this skin, this shell of a body that we in. This not you. This is you. This is you. You're capable of so much more in this life. And I know sometimes it get hard, sometimes it get rough, life smack us down, but you just gotta be that strong individual that I know you are and get back up. I know you can accomplish great things in this life. You are valued. You are appreciated. You are loved. You are so much more than what you think you are in this life. You have a purpose. You on this earth for a reason. You were not born just to be here. You were born to have some type of impact in this life. And I know you can have that impact in this life. So without further ado, keep being great, and I hope y'all enjoy this video. What's good, YouTube? It's the king of all kings, Tommy Sid, and I'm back with another video, man. Finna drop some more knowledge on y'all today, man. Today I'm gonna talk to y'all about success, what it means to be a success, what it means to be a failure, so on and so forth. So today I had a friend ask me, like, what's wrong with people in today's society? And I gave the most simplest answer I could. I told them that people don't use their brains enough because they think it's too hard. But no, I'm just playing. Ain't nobody really asked me that. I'm just fucking with y'all. But my statement still stands true. Like, people think that using their brains in this generation is too hard. But can you, like, that's crazy. Like, actually think about that and internalize that real quick. The thing that's free to use and that everyone has is the most undervalued and unused. It don't make no sense, do it? But it's funny because the things that we spend our money on, we tend to look at those as more valuable. But the things that are actually valuable in this life come free to us, such as your soul, your brain, your heart, nature, the energy inside of you, the energy around you. They're all taken for granted and undervalued, although they are the most valuable. But before we talk about success and actually what it means, we got to define success. So the best definition I could come up with for what success actually means is to have a goal or idea and be working towards that goal or idea. Now you might say, but Tommy, I thought being a success was being rich or having the best body or accomplishing something or just overall being a winner at life, which could be true because success is subjective to the person. And because of that, my statement still stands true. The idea that you put in your mind and you work towards it. So if you wanted to be rich and you start working towards being rich, you're a success. If you want to have the best body and you start working on and working towards that, you're a success. You see what I mean? It's subjective to the person. It doesn't have a definite definition instead of having an idea or a goal. So to put it in more simpler terms, I would tell y'all that the definition of success means having a goal or an idea. So like I said before, if you have a goal and you are working towards that goal, you are considered a success. But if you're not working towards no goal and you don't have no goals, then you basically a failure. You feel me? See, the problem with today's society is not a lack of ambition or a lack of drive, it's conformity. And what I mean by conformity is everybody acting like or following everyone else without knowing why and just cruising through life without having no sense of direction. Think about it. In America alone, there are over 178 million people over the ages 25 and up. And most of them are poor because of conformity. See, the problem is we follow the 95% of people that's unsuccessful rather than the 5% of people that are successful. Now, why do people conform, you might ask? Honestly, people don't even know why they conform. These people think that their lives are shaped by the circumstances and environment that they're in and external forces, rather than looking within and fixing themselves and looking at themselves as the problem, because accountability is another responsibility that they just can't handle or can't take on or want to take on. Like, if you were to ask anybody around you, why do they honestly work? Like, honestly ask them, why do they work? 9 times out of 10, they would tell you because everybody else do it. Like, that's just part of life. You're supposed to work, without actually having no real reason as to why they do what they do, which is working. They don't have no honest reason or honest idea or sense of why they work instead of everybody else doing. And that's just the way of life. Backtracking back to success. Success is the person that has a goal and is aiming towards that goal. The successful person is the person who says, I could do this, I should do this, and I will do this. See, the recipe to success is could, should, will. Whereas the recipe to failure is could, should, won't. You get what I'm saying? See, you can know that something is good for you or you're supposed to be doing something or something is beneficial to you, but in your head, you tell yourself, it's too hard, I won't do that, or we'll do it, whatever the circumstance might be. You're already putting yourself down before even trying to accomplish something or shooting the idea down. So therefore, you're a failure. You're not aiming towards anything. You have no sense of direction. But if you tell yourself, I could do this because it's beneficial, I should do this again because it's beneficial to me, and I will do it, it's no way that you won't reach wherever you want to be or whatever you're aiming for in life. See, I'm gonna give y'all a quick analogy real quick. You have to look at your life more like a car, more specifically a GPS. See, let's say that you wanted to go, I'm in Michigan, so let's say I wanted to go to Michigan to California, right? To go from Michigan to California with no type of prior knowledge of how to go to the routes, the highways, the streets, no nothing. I just know I want to go to California. Okay, what would I do? I would use my GPS, right? I would put in California on my GPS. That's my destination. That's the goal. I'm trying to get to California. If I put this in my GPS, it's no way that I'm not going to get to California. Yeah, there might be some bumps in the road, like people might be driving slow, or of course I gotta stop for gas, or of course I gotta sleep. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna get to where I need to be and where I wanna go. Now, let's say I didn't have that GPS and I said, okay, I wanna drive from Michigan to California. How on God's green earth am I gonna get to California? Honestly. And especially without the GPS, with no prior knowledge of what California's landscapes or anything look like. To me, I could think I'm in California, but lo and behold, I'm actually in Ohio, thinking that I'm in California. You see what I mean? Like, if you don't have no destination or sense of direction of where you want to take your life, then there's nowhere that you're gonna get to where you want to be. You have to have some type of goal or idea to be successful. You have to. It's no way that you're going to get to where you want to be just by cruising through life and doing what the 95% of the population is doing. Like I said, to be successful, you have to have some type of goal or idea. Even if it could be something small as just waking up in the morning. Like, I just want to wake up the next morning, or I want to make sure I eat something the next morning. And as long as you actually wake up the next morning, or you make you a meal the next morning, you're successful. See, success is subjective to the person. It doesn't always have to be this major goal of being rich or being the strongest or being the fastest or being the smartest. It can be something as simple as, like I said, just waking up in the morning. And as long as you do that, you're successful for the day or for life, however you wanna, whatever metric of success you wanna hold your life to. Like me, y'all might see the whiteboard. I write a couple things on there every day of some goals I wanna accomplish every day. And one of them is just simply making my bed. It's not perfect right now, but it's made up. I made it up before I went to work, and for that I was successful for the day. A small win. Small wins can take you a long way in this life. Little do you know. And having a goal alone puts you ahead of 95% of the population. Like I told you before, 95% of people are just cruising through life, not knowing exactly where they want their life to be or what direction they even want to take their life. As long as you got some type of idea or a goal, you're fine. You're set. You're successful. You are successful. As long as you have an idea or a goal and you're working towards it, you are classified as successful. Like I said, success isn't always being the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, or accomplishing something or getting this big win. Success could be the mother who has a kid because she wanted a kid, or the teacher who became a teacher because that's what he wanted to do. Or the man that owns the corner store because that was his dream and that's what he wanted to do. In that aspect, isn't he successful? Isn't the mother successful because she had that child and that's actually what she wanted to do? That's what she wanted to do with her life. So in that aspect, she is successful. See, you can only be a failure if you have no sense of direction, no idea of where you want your life to go. If you have no sense of direction, no idea or no goal of I want to be this, I want to do this, I want to accomplish this, then it's no way that you will be successful. You wouldn't even know what success looks like because you don't even measure your life up to anything. You just cruising through life day by day, crossing your fingers, hoping that you make it to the next day. And last but not least, I want to leave y'all off with this little message, which is a success is anybody who is intentionally doing something or becoming something because that is what they genuinely and intentionally wanted to do. So as long as you're doing something that you actually wanted to do with your life, as long as you have some type of goal you want to accomplish in life, as long as you have some type of person that you want to be or see yourself being in the future and you're working towards that, you are a success. You can only be a failure if you have no goals, no idea, no sense of direction of where you want your life to be, and you're just cruising through life. Now, with that being said, I love y'all. I hope y'all take this message into account and apply it to y'all life. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video.